Hello everyone, today I'm going to do something a little bit different and I'm going to play one match in Wrestlemania 2000 and show you what this game is like. I really haven't played it all that much, so I'm not the best at it, but I do know my way around wrestling games and I have played a few matches, so I'm just going to go through and show off what this game is like a little bit. I know a lot of people grew up with this game. I unfortunately did not. I was more of a SmackDown, PlayStation kind of guy. So this game isn't entirely new to me, but my first time playing it was honestly just like a week or two ago. Really sitting down and playing it, full matches and stuff. I turned it on here and there a little bit, but not much over the years. So gonna be Kane. Let's do Kane versus Edge. And the thing that's kind of strange about this game is it actually uses the D-pad for movement and the analog stick for taunts, and then B for strikes and A for grapples. And then there's some, I can't remember what exactly each C button does. I know one of them is for running and one of them is for picking up your opponent and stuff. So I kind of have to feel my way around a little bit, but I just want to get my impressions on the game because I actually haven't played it all that much, and I want to kind of compare and contrast to other wrestling games that I have played. So one thing this game does remind me of quite a bit is actually the Day of Reckoning games on GameCube. And the reason why is because once you get your special up, you have to taunt, and that'll put you into a state to do your finisher. Then you have so much time to do your finisher before that runs out. And that's very similar to the way Day of Reckoning played. Now for your grapples, you have quick grapples, which is just tapping A and it'll do a quick grab. And that'll let you do, I believe, 4 different grapples with that. And then you have your strong grapple, which will let you do another 4. So as you can see, my attitude meter is flashing. So if I go ahead and taunt, it will put me in the state to do my finisher, and now to do my finisher I have to grapple. I believe I had to grapple. Maybe I just pressed taunt. Oh. A little confused there. I thought you had to grapple and then press taunt, but maybe not. Maybe it's Z or something. But yeah, I'm still getting used to the controls here. I don't know them very well. But I will say, for a game this old, it plays super smooth and satisfying. I can see why this and No Mercy are considered some of the best wrestling games of all time. I'm not quite sure how I missed that. And unlike other games where the crowd is literally just, dots or something, this actually has the more, I guess, cardboard cutout look to it, which is really nice. I like the way all of them are holding up different signs. I'm not quite sure what causes the reversals as well. Be surprised if I actually got a win there. And as you can see, it looks like he is actually injured in the body. That's a nice visual representation of that. Lets you know you're doing damage. So it looks like there's blocking hits, and then I'm assuming if you press at the right time, maybe L, is how you do your reversals. But let me try to get this guy up so I can actually get a finisher in. I did not mean to pin, but I won anyway. That was a short match. Let's play one more match because this video is going to be super short if I don't. I wonder what else. See, we have cage matches, three-way match, tag match, and a single match. Let's make this one at the WrestleMania. Why not? And let's go the classic Steve Austin versus The Rock. And let's see what this is like. I know the entrances on this one are pretty unique for a Nintendo 64 because they actually use very pixelated footage for the entrances. But at the time, that would have been really cool to see on the Nintendo 64 because you didn't really have that kind of video on that console. It wasn't like the PlayStation. I know in the future I want to actually check out the mods for this game. There is, not for this game, for No Mercy, which this game is pretty much just No Mercy with a different roster as far as I've heard. I haven't actually played No Mercy either, but there's a No Mercy mod with the AEW wrestlers, and then there's also one with the Legends, and I think the people who made the Legends mod are also working on ECW for that as well. So that's really cool because unfortunately ECW only got 2 Acclaim games, and the Acclaim games, while not the worst, they weren't really that great either. They weren't nearly as bad as WCW, Nitro, and Thunder, but they weren't really that good either. They tried to do a weird fighting game style grapple where you have to input a certain combination before you press a button. I don't know, it didn't really work out well. Let's see what we got going on here. I am about to have my finisher if I can get off another move. I did not mean to pin. I keep pressing L to pick up the people, and that is not what I mean to do. So, let me rematch. I want to at least get one finisher in this video. And I also forgot to mention, if you hold down the strike button, you can actually do your strong strikes too, and that's something that they still do in the games today, so that's a bit forward thinking. Now, I know the people who made this game did go on to make Ultimate Muscle Legends vs. New Generation, and the PS2 one, which was Galactic Wrestling featuring Ultimate Muscle. So I do know a little bit of these people's games, and what's kind of funny is some of the animations on this Nintendo 64 game were also used in the later games that they made for Ultimate Muscle as well. So it's kind of funny to see that. Alright, let's go. And this should... I thought I was going to give me my finisher. I guess I need to do a little bit more offense. Damn, he actually reversed. will say I noticed that on this game there's a lot of moves like that. I don't know if there's a predetermined number of like shoulder blocks or whatever that he's doing in that move, or if that's something that it loops that animation until the other person times a button pressed correctly. I really don't know. I want to see if I can pick up this guy. Yeah, it's the R button to pick up. I keep wanting to press the L button, which is pin. Alright, we have our special. There we go. Okay, I guess you have to strong grapple before you can do your special. See if I can get him in one more. There we go. That twitch on the ground right there, that's the one that I was talking about. If you watch gameplay of Ultimate Muscle Legends versus New Generation and Galactic Wrestling, you will see that exact same twitching animation whenever you finish a match. It's kind of funny. So that's all I'm going to play for today. That is WWF WrestleMania 2000. In the future, I want to play No Mercy and more of the Nintendo 64 games. I believe there's WCW versus NWO World Tour that I want to play, and Revenge. Now, I did play a little bit of Mayhem. That game is okay. It's not the best. It's about on par with the, or maybe a little bit above the Acclaim wrestling games. But there is hot garbage on the Nintendo 64, like Nitro and then Backstage Assault. So let me know if you want to see me play more old wrestling games, because it's something that I like. I really like wrestling games. I like watching wrestling, so it kind of goes hand in hand. And I have played a lot of wrestling games, so one thing I was interested in doing as well is going back and playing the old career modes for these games. And I know in the early ones, all it is like chasing after the belt. You know, Road to WrestleMania, I'm assuming, is just chasing after the belt. So I want to play the ones that actually have a story. They started having more of a story around the PlayStation 2 era, from SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 onwards. And then you had Shut Your Mouth and Here Comes the Pain, that more, you know, they had more of a career mode in them. So that's something I might look into in the future. For now, that's all I have. If you liked the video, please leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what your favorite wrestling game is. If you dislike the video, leave a dislike and then tell me what I can improve on. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video.